Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another fishing video. If you watched my first ever fishing video on this channel, this is going to be the exact same location that I fished that first time. Today we're going to be trying a few different baits, and mainly I've put in the description of probably every video I've ever made for fishing that my fishing bucket list, or one of them, is to catch a fish in every state. Obviously I live in Pennsylvania. I've caught hundreds upon hundreds of fish here before, but I still want to start the playlist because actually after recording this, before recording this one, I just caught my very first fish in my first video in New Jersey. That'll be a good part too. Just saw my first ever weasel in the wild, just ran out in front of my car. But I do want to start like my first PA fishing, like number one, chapter one. Same thing with catching a different species, and all that stuff. So I did want to start that series at a familiar place for me, which is a pond that I do have permission to fish on, which is pretty cool. Essentially, it is in the middle of godforsaken nowhere, which is really fun. And I'm going to try out a few new baits today. This is a good place for me to just relax. Don't have to worry about anybody else. Just have a good time and try out some baits too, which is always a nice inclusion. Different colors, different profiles, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. I'm also recording this on a brand new GoPro in 4K. My last video was like 5 hours and 180 gigs, so I'm sure this will be fine. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and let's get out there. All right. Just got out here. Got everything rigged up. I have one rod on a wacky rig here. Then I have one topwater for a popper, just to kind of, there goes a frog, just to kind of gauge how aggressive they want to be towards topwater today. And then I have one that is going to be more for like swim baits. I don't know what's wrong with my reel. What the hell? All right, there we go. No idea what that was about. Not my reel or something. We're gonna be throwing a 4-inch wacky rig lunker log in the cinnamon color. I really like the look of this worm. Have not gotten anything on it yet, so did want to just play around with this one for a while, just to see. Also doing this relatively late in the day, like this is just after 4:30 p.m. So I'm hoping to get kind of that end of the day catch here. But I want to start June off right too, so. I got a hit right in here, but felt like a panfish. Also, since there are pumpkin seeds in here, I do want to knock out that species for my playlist too, so that'll be pretty cool if we can get one of those today. Obviously I'll have to tone down the bait a little bit, but we'll get there. We've got quite a few hours left of this. There we go. That's a nice one. Very nice one. She's taking out some serious drag. Ay, ay, ay. Whew. Well, my first catch in June. I'll take that for my first catch in the month of June. Oh my God. I brought my scale finally too. That might be We're talking, I don't know. Get a quick measure on this old girl here. $18 the heaviest. That is an absolute unit right there. Get a quick picture, toss this old girl back. What a way to start the day. Thank you, big girl. All right, well, can't ask for a much better start than that. Slid on the rocks trying to release her and gave me a mouthful of mud, unfortunately, so had to get cleaned up real quick. I'm gonna throw a popper just to see if they're going for topwater. Just kind of want to see. That was just the perfect largemouth right there. Whew. I cannot believe that fish. Ay, ay, ay. If they don't want topwater, I'm gonna switch this to swim bait of some kind. I have that new Savage Gear bluegill that I tried out in New Jersey for bowfin and for some bass. Didn't work out well out there, but obviously a whole different body of water, whole different day. Very, very beautiful out today. This is perfect fishing weather for me. That overcast, little bit of sun here and there, mostly cloudy, just perfect weather. There we go. No. Oh, no, you don't. I have never jumped in the water for a fish before, but her, I did. First topwater bass of the year. 15 and a half, maybe 15 3/4. Ay, ay, ay. What a day. What a day. Well, thank you, baby girl. Oh, big girl, I should say. Put her down in here. There we go. Whew. First topwater eat on this channel, actually. That was sick. Yeah. I have never jumped in the water for a fish before, but I think that was necessary to do so. I'm gonna hop down over here. I see something surfacing on Topwater, and I'll get back to you guys then. All right. Watch out for snakes and snappers. We should be good. I saw something surfacing over here a little bit ago. Whew. What a day. What a day. 2 baits, 2 monster bass. My first topwater on this channel, first of the year. I'm a little ashamed to admit, but it makes it a little more exciting for me too. That was the first ever popper I've ever caught one on. It's only ever been a frog before this. I have to sneeze in the worst way, and not while I'm topwatering. Yeah, I knew it wasn't the best hook set in the world. Also, thank God I wore the hiking shoes today. I didn't expect to get drenched by my longest bass I've ever caught, and then have to jump in for another one after that. I didn't expect it. Really? There we go. Oh yeah. Come on, stay on there. Come on, that's a big one. Holy crap. That is, oh my God, I think that's the biggest bass I've ever caught. Potentially. Come on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap. 20. Holy crap. Biggest bass I've ever caught. Get a quick picture. Send her on her way. Thank you so much, big girl. Oh my God. What a day. I didn't think I was gonna do topwater. I guess I definitely am. Oh my God. All right, well, this might be my greatest start to any fishing trip I've ever had. Yeah, I think I didn't get a weight on my personal best bass. That was longer, easily. The only thing my personal best has on him or her is, I think, weight. But that was my first 20-inch bass, by far and away. Oh my God, that might have been the most exciting moment I've ever had of fishing. Just on the topwater. And you know what? I'm not the best topwater guy. Not by any means. I don't throw it much. I'm just not. I'm so excited. I'm literally tied around this. I'm not the best topwater fisherman. I don't do it near as much as I could and should, if we're being honest. And today is very much proof. You know, I've fished here probably 3 or 4 times, and like back to back is just unbelievable. I'm going to throw swim baits still gonna throw some of those, still gonna break out the wacky rig, but oh my god, like the top water, the people that say just like I'll only fish top water, I get it, I really do, man. I think I just saw something come up behind it. You could just see the water a little bit behind the lure. And then as for my setup, medium heavy Guggen Squad, their black go-to series with a Kalon 13 fishing reel, which is not my favorite reel. Listen, if I could have, if I was picking and choosing what I was getting those on, if I knew it would have been this strong of a bite, I would have probably gone my St. Croix and my St. Croix and Abu Garcia combo. The rod, I actually really do like this rod. The reel, not bad. For the price between this and my Abu Garcia, which are the two like medium heavy setups I run, I mean, this was 80 to 100, I think. Could be wrong on that. Whereas the Abu Garcia is usually 2+ for that series. So I just got a hit. I don't think it was a bass. I think it was some pissed off little bluegill. Yeah, there's something I can just feel the little end of it getting hit. Well, I can't ask for a much better day. Gonna try this popper a couple more times. And if nothing bites, switch to something else. There we go, another one, top water. Come on, there we go. Definitely the smallest one of the day so far, but no less of a solid eat. Another beauty. Definitely the smallest one of the day, but damn, that top water bite definitely has it right now. Thank you, little buddy, for playing. Toss you back. There he goes. Oh my god, what a hit. What a hit. Oh, and it broke me off. No. Oh, I thought I had a good enough hook set. Damn. That is the first one I've missed today. But what an eat. First hook set I've missed on this topwater today. Gil running for his life there. Still want to try for a pumpkin seed or bluegill later, but see if anybody else wants to play on this last cast for the popper. Hear the frogs. All right, gonna retire this popper, switch to another bait. All right, two exact opposites. Z-Man shad fries, try and get us a panfish, and the giant Savage Gear bluegill swim bait. Honestly, if there's a place it's gonna happen, I think it's this place. But I just want to see it, because like part of my logic is most of the time if I try a bait here and it doesn't do anything, no attention, no nothing, it doesn't work for me at most places. So I really do like, you know, trips to confident spots like this where you can try out a bait and say, you know what, great action, catches fish, or I need a hook set, you know, this direction or something like that. But if a bait typically doesn't work here or a couple other spots that I like do really well and like try out a lot of new baits, then that bait really doesn't come along if I'm short on space or just trying to cut down on some gear and stuff like that. My most memorable bass I've ever caught is actually not my personal best. It happened right over there. I think it's close, like it was a 17-inch or so bass. It was the most aggressive largemouth I've ever watched or caught. There were bats and swallows kind of flying about, and he was jumping out of the water trying to kill bats, which I've never seen before. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. I saw him eat a frog, eat fish, attack birds, dragonflies. I'm like, all right, I gotta hook this guy. So right in that corner over there, I watched where ripples were coming out of the water when he was going after, I think, another fish or bluegill or whatever he was after. And I said, all right, wacky rigged him. That was the only bass ever that actually grinded my thumb so bad that I was bleeding for the rest of that trip. He was just a monster. There we go. Oh, I think we got another big girl here. Now this does have a single hook on it, so I'm hoping I got a solid hook set on her. Just bring her up to the shallows here. That might be the same girl as earlier. No, she seems a little chunkier. I don't know, it definitely could be. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the same one from earlier. Well, Savage swim bait definitely definitely did its job. Yeah, I'll measure it, but I think it's the same. That dragonfly just cracked me in the head. All right, big girl. Maybe we don't meet again. There's a better release. All right, well, the Savage swim bait has worked. Caught us a monster. Now, I'll throw out the little guy here. See if we can't get us another species. Obviously, plenty of bass that'll eat these little minnows too, but not necessarily our target species for this lure here. There we go, we got something. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Our first ever pumpkin seed caught on the channel. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, I had the GoPro turned off when I caught one, but finally. Look at that beautiful fish. They are the prettiest freshwater fish, in my opinion. There's some trout that can get close, but I mean, that is a beautiful little fish there. Thank you so much, buddy. Quick picture. Get him out of here. Thank you so much. Awesome. We got something. I actually didn't see it when it hopped out of the water. Another little pumpkin seed. Pumpkin seeds are gonna have a good day. Thank you, little buddy. There we are. It's a little guy, but a perfect little fish. It is so much fun reeling these guys in. That is the purpose of that medium light rod too. You know, you catch big ones on it, you can catch small ones on it. Thank you, little buddy. Watch out for Big Mama over there. Probably gonna take a lap with this little swim bait actually, and just see if we can't get any big fish to commit on it. I'm not gonna be mad if I don't get anything else on this bait, considering, oh yeah, there's a snare right there. Considering I got my target species. But you never know. Sometimes you get those really big finicky fish on these little tiny baits because they're just going for the quickest little fry that's next to them. Actually, quite a bit of my biggest fish are on smaller baits. Just happens. My pickerel, my biggest smallmouth by far. There we go. Get a little something here. Little bluegill. Ironically, I think a bass was chasing him. I think a bass was chasing this poor little fella. They're all very, very healthy in here. Yeah, that little guy. Get a quick picture of him. Toss him back. Very light. Thank you, little buddy. As always, thank you guys so much for enjoying the fishing content as much as you do. I didn't honestly know how it was gonna do on this channel. I just missed another one. And they're doing way better than I expected them to. Oh, I missed a couple in there. So thank you guys so much as I forget to learn how to set a hook on a small fish. But yeah, again, it's awesome. I really enjoy it. You guys really receive the content well too. And you know, I haven't gotten a lot of crap yet for all the small fish I like to catch. Listen, it's part of being a multi-species guy. You come geared for everything sometimes. Whew, there's something very finicky in there. Oh shit. Well, if the camera can't see, I've hooked a giant snapping turtle in the shell. Flies have not been bad all day, but now they're terrible. Oh, wait a minute. He just jumped out of the water from my wacky rig and missed it. What? Oh, I've never seen a bass jump out of the water for a wacky rig before. Well, come on, you little spitfire. Come back and get it. What, nothing now? All right, some ripples out there. Let's see what we can do. Come on, there it is. Come on. There we go. Fought a lot bigger. Just ripped my worm in half too. Still a very, very decent sized one. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Take it easy. Another nice largemouth on the day. I don't even know what number this is. Take a quick picture. Send it back. Thank you for playing, little buddy. He's got a healed scar up there, but overall, beautiful fish. Very, very aggressive little sucker. Ironically, I have this worm in there for months. This is a white yum dinger that I threw in this bag by accident, and it turned this awesome orange. I'm curious if I can catch anything on it, because maybe I'm onto something here. Maybe I'm onto something. No way. No way. No way. On the custom. I'm calling it a custom. It's fine. It's a bass surfacing. Oh, out there I was trying to point. Damn fish couldn't have waited 2 seconds later till I was done pointing out where a bass was surfacing. Rude. Ah, that's a bad cast. Yeah, that's a reel in and try again cast. Can't believe this color works. There we go. Oh, and it came off. No, he took the worm. Damn. You know what? I might have to buy. Actually, you know what? I'll just put some of the white worms that I probably have in a little container and do it that way. You know what? I also have, you know what? This is going to be the day of just using crappy worms that I've thrown in this bag. We have this pink robo worm that's turned this awesome translucent red. I've never wacky rigged a robo worm before. They're usually my drop shot type, but try it out. Yeah, it's the same one as before, I think. Come on. Oh my God. I think a bigger one just swam away from it. Come on. Come on, oh girl. Don't you spit that hook. Come on. On the makeshift wacky rig color. It's a big old girl. Whew. Wow. What a fish. Wow, beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. All right, get a quick picture. Send big girl on our way. Thank you for playing. All right. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. There you go. No. Yep, there you go. Whew. Yeah, I hope the GoPro caught that. When I was reeling her in, I saw a huge wake come away from that side. So I think there's two of similar size, like sitting down here together. But that felt just like the one that took my other goofy colored worm off. And hopefully it's not the snapper. All right, last two baits of the journey. We're gonna throw this 5-inch Senko in the baby bass color, and then a monster bass pumpkin seed weedless swim bait. This is by far and away my most successful color anywhere. Pennsylvania, Jersey, doesn't matter. This has been my most successful bait and color. That being said, I didn't want to use it tonight, at least to start off, unless it got really slow, just because I'm trying to move away from using the same bait all the time. And today was very successful, honestly, in many ways. But I figured, you know what? It's the end of the road today. Let's see if we can't get any last picky girls. Here's the monster bass swim bait. Very cool. 3/8 ounce, I believe it is. And wonderful action. I mean, love these little things. The headhunters have done well for me. I just wanted some different patterns. And the fact that these are sold at the Dick's near me makes life very nice. Last time we were here, actually, for my first YouTube video, well, first fishing YouTube video, the headhunters were doing work for us. And then, you know, this became the problem of setting the hook on these lures is tough. Just with that embedded hook, you gotta hope that they actually get a good enough bite off on it to set that hook too. So there was one. Oh, I think I missed it. Damn, that got cracked. It felt honestly like someone just punched that thing. Hopefully he'll come back for it. Ooh, I think a frog just got eaten in front of me, actually. There we go. On the monster bass. Big girl on the monster bass swim bait. I'm taking a picture of that. That's awesome. Whew. Crushed that lure. Look at the size of her. All right, big girl. Oh, almost ate it. Whew. Damn. She was tearing my thumb a new one. Ay, ay, ay. Well, that's why you use these swim baits. However, look how torn up that face is already. Ay, ay, ay. Thing got shredded. Then I do, when I reel in headhunters, the mega bass, whatever, I reel to get that paddle tail action, but then I do pause and do like a little jerk, not quite a jerk, but like a little bop with the rod, just to give whatever's chasing it, if they're wondering if it's injured or whatever else, sometimes that little pause gives them what they need to kill. There we go. Oh yeah. That's a decent one. Oh yeah. Horse him up here. Oh yeah. Oh my God. We are crushing the big 5-inch Senko. And I mean, demolished that thing. Probably one of the bigger ones tonight. 16 and a half. Third biggest one of the night, I think. Get a quick picture. Send the big girl home. What a beautiful fish. Whew, back is killing me. There we go. He missed the first time, but he made it the second time. Another beautiful fish. Get a quick picture, send him home. Thank you, little buddy. Appreciate it. That is a beautiful fish. Give him a little gentle toss. Perfect. Oh, no. I missed it. Oh, I want to see if we'll come back for it. Damn. As soon as I hit, come on, you know you want it. Damn, I think my hook set was just too early. on a frog hit. I think I just set the hook too soon. Set it too late the second time. Come on. Come on. Well, I'll throw the wacky rig just at that one spot. See if we can at least avenge the catch a little bit, but yeah, it's my bad all the way through. Nothing to blame but myself on that one. See if we can't avenge our catch at least. That was cool. Just got that kingfisher. Got a panfish or something. That was cool. I think the GoPro would have picked it up from here. That's really neat. Last cast. Promised myself on this one. I'm off to go get some dinner. Yes, I assume I'm going to crush some Arby's after this because I am starving. Now I get to go edit this. I think I'm still editing one more video. I think I did like 7 videos on my day off today. In terms of editing, all that good stuff. Getting old. Mostly Lego videos, obviously, but you know, best day of bass fishing I've ever had. Can't beat that. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of Fishing Fridays. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can. If you're out there fishing, clean up after yourself. If you see some trash, safely pick it up and discard it. You know, there's just too many fishermen and too many people just leaving their trash everywhere, and you know, it does suck for everyone else that doesn't. So keep your environment clean. You know, if you arrive at a lake like or pond, lake that is pristine and clean like this, leave it the way you left it. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Feel free to join the channel as a member if you're interested in supporting me further. It definitely helps out a lot doing any of those things, and I'll see you next time. Fish on, everybody.